I wanted to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. And today we have a Uranus-Neptune sextile, which is bringing breakthroughs and huge plot shifts for twin flames. It's going to bring a lot of positive energy and positive momentum into your connection, no matter where you're at with things. So we're going to go ahead and start with a reading for the divine feminine first, just to see where you're at. Remember, this is just a general collective reading, so if you need a reading for yourself, make sure that you're booking a one-on-one session. I do individual readings for twin flames as well as coaching for twin flames. I'm also an energy healer. I have a ton of healings, clearings, and activations. And you can go ahead and book me on my website if you need me, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. I have lots of stuff up for today, and then I'm going to redo my site again tomorrow. I always let you guys know when I'm adding new stuff. But go with what you're guided to when you're navigating my website. It's all really, really going to help you. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the divine feminine side of things first. All right, whatever's going on in your life is going to really, really play out over the next 2 years with today's sextile. And this fits right alongside the ascension. We've been doing a lot of healing and clearing work. This is going to continue. You want to keep taking care of your energy, but we're at a pivotal place within our awakening and within the ascension for anchoring the new one. Today is a huge manifestation doorway or gateway that you want to be using by putting out positive intentions. Okay, so divine feminine collective, divine masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your feminine, but what's going on for the divine feminine collective? This separation is for you to heal. Now remember, this is a reading for everyone, so only take what resonates. So we have two groups, separation and union, and the space in between is preparing, right? So it doesn't matter where you're at in the process. We're here to heal that duality consciousness. Is what twin flames specifically came here to earth to do, to heal the 3D programming that keeps people apart or in separation or in duality, okay? So anyone in separation, this is for you to heal. I always will remind people of that. And you're going to know if you need to heal, because oftentimes you're going to know what comes up when you're in that space, hopefully solo. You're going to kind of know what you're moving through or working through. And the healing isn't meant to stop, even the space in between, preparing, really teetering around union, any in full union. You're going to continue to work on yourself, we hope, or you'll slide backwards. And sometimes it can kind of, fall apart and things like that too. So in this period of healing that we've been in, like never before on planet Earth, you're meant to be just working on yourself and healing yourself. And the reason why twin flames separate is because you have a lot to heal solo, that usually if your twin flame is around, they distract you a lot. You end up putting a lot of focus on them, and maybe even in separation. And so actually separation is a powerful space because you know who your person is. You've generally met them, right? Generally you've met them and then separated with the process. And so you're at a powerful space for working on yourself uninterrupted. And it's the most transformative space that you can be in, because you're not going to hopefully go out dating, right? And that you're going to work on yourself and you're going to really elevate yourself, frequency, life. And of course, I always say your twin flame will mirror or match that. So just working on yourself, no matter where or what stage you're at on the journey you're in within union. I search for you in every lifetime. This is a deep past life connection. And I love this because twin flame is such a powerful journey. And literally, you're trying to find your way back to this person across many, many lifetimes. And a lot of you guys know that when you meet this person as you begin that healing process or that process into union upon meeting too. And so this is a very, very powerful past life connection. So sometimes it can bring up a lot of deep issues, reoccurring themes in your life, or even past life wounds that probably you're going to be working through together as well too. But this is meant to be a beautiful love story where you find each other across time, across many lifetimes. Doesn't matter if it's across death. Like you're going to be searching for this person, and many have been across this journey as well too. A lot of you guys have been looking, and usually it's unconscious, I say, until you meet the person, and then you become consciously aware of like, okay, this is my person. So we have distance. And this is challenges that create space between you. And for some, this can be many different things. It could be one or other let's say one of the twin flames creating distance or space or taking space within the connection. And that can happen for many reasons: energetic overwhelm, not being ready, attachment styles, past wounding, whatever it is, different love styles. But for some, this might, and I love it because it's the train track card, for some, this might be actual distance, where a lot of twin flames find out they're twin flames and they might live in another state, live in another country, and they might have actual geographical distance that can make it challenging to navigate. But for some, this could just be like they live in another town or they live somewhere else. But this could actually be, if you're in separation, representing the separation in the reading and the space in between you. And I always say that space in between you is to heal the gap, right? And this is what makes it unnerving for the twin flame connection, because I describe it like a vortex. It's like a vortex. And as you guys are very magnetic to each other, and a lot of times one or maybe both will try to resist the connection because it's that magnetic, that to merge universes, it's going to be a lot of change in your life. Like, you're going to have to fit all of this together in one. And it's literally kind of like this magnetic vortex kind of pulling you towards this person. And even if you're kind of doing this dance or avoiding it or staying away, or, the separation in this space, there is this vortex that's kind of bringing you towards this person on the energy level. Some of you guys are healing some type of space in between you, and that can be normal and part of what twin flames do. Okay, so we have loyalty, standing by each other through thick and thin. And so this is true love and devotion. A lot of you guys know that. And a lot of times when you meet your twin flame, and it will depend on each person as to the dynamics. That's why I say do the one-on-one work with me. It'll really help you. So everyone's circumstances are different, but this is for whoever's watching this. Maybe you've been very devoted to this, and, maybe especially, okay, so obviously we want that in a connection, in union. But if someone's navigating a separation with this read, maybe you've been like, and I don't encourage waiting on your twin flame, especially if they're dealing with something, they're healing karmic baggage, whatever it is that they're working on their side. This reading or this read is representing that you've been very, very working hard and devoted to this, whether this is the spiritual work or the overall connection or to this person, okay? You're going to have some really nice plot shifts coming at us like this year. And I can tell you as a psychic medium, this year is literally like, this year started out a little slow because we've been in such a healing cocoon. It was literally for 3 months, like teaching us about our lessons and boundaries and daily routine and habits. And that's where we started out the year. And it was very slow moving. And it's going to be the opposite as we're going into the last couple of months of the year. As soon as we go into September, things move very, very fast. We have a lot of astrological alignments, and I mean this by like things happening in your life too, as the energies bring things through. And so you're going to see a lot of positive shifts that are playing out in your life over the next couple of months as we're wrapping up the year. And so as they say, right, it started out a little slow, it's going to end very fast. It's like best for last. That's how this year is. It's literally like now and later kind of candy, best for last. So you have good things coming. You're going to be celebrating soon. So we have this card of like taking time to appreciate the good things. This is going to be like, and this is the energy that we've just shifted into: doorways opening, gateways, portholes, higher timelines, plot shifts, especially as we're moving into eclipse season, as it definitely brings a lot of destined movements. This is perfect for anyone who thinks, I say think very loosely, thinks that things have gone wrong, or that they've lost the plot, or they're off their timeline, or there's been delays. So let's just call separation what it is. You guys weren't able to come together in harmony. There's a delay, okay? For whatever reason. So I love eclipses. They can be intense energy to navigate, but the universe is going to course correct you, which is good news if you need a little help. You need a little nudge. You need some divine intervention, getting on course, getting to your higher timeline. And I love this first eclipse as it's happening on the harvest moon too. Like abundance, good things, all of your rewards and hard work coming in. It's like you reap what you sow kind of energy. So continue to put out good intentions and manifestations, and continue to do the deeper inner work of getting in alignment. A lot of twin flames get stuck because they're not in alignment, inner alignment with union. Your thoughts can be, you might be having still stuff come up, okay? And so it's about getting also your inner thoughts in alignment with union, right, to match up with it. So just kind of depends on what's going there. So doing that work right now with your thoughts and things like that. Okay, so we have Warrior of Light, and I love this kind of set down. Some of you guys have, I don't want to say like war in your ancestry, and you're very, I say fiery, or, you know, it's like whatever it is. Letting that go though. You are probably some type of, I always say starseed, going through an awakening, but you've done that hardest part of kind of tearing things down. Now is a space where we create, okay? Be mindful. This could be working on your programming and how you are with yourself, or even with your twin flame. So make sure that also, and I love this card for so many reasons. Focus on self-care. We have the clocks in the background. You're being guided to look at your own toxic negative habits and to really assess your life and do an inventory of it, especially as we're in Virgo season, and to take care of yourself. And this represents the divine feminine. I always say this is the clock, the time, destiny, Saturn, right? And so some of you guys, if you've been waiting, this is powerful symbolism, and you're not waiting, you're doing the work in that space and need to be doing the work on yourself or whatever it is that you need to heal and kind of work on or work through. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, focusing on your healing. And this is a beautiful card too, okay, with where we're at with Virgo season. It very much represents the twin flame journey too. We have Soothe Your Soul with music, and I love this for many different reasons. And pay attention, because spirit is really communicating with you on many different levels, and oftentimes through things that you're hearing. Twin flames have an increase in synchronicity, where when you're in alignment with this, you're getting messages that can be hard for those that are not on the twin flame journey to understand. You're getting, and this could be seeing your things that remind you of your twin flame. It could be their name. It could be things you're hearing, things people are saying to you, other twin flames on the journey, learning things about twin flame. But oftentimes you're getting a lot of direct guidance through this too, this journey. Okay, so pay attention to what's coming through and what messages you're getting directly. This helps to keep you on course with things. It's like the little breadcrumbs, magic, signs, synchronicities, dreams of this person, you know, telepathic communication. And so with today's energy and today's shift, with that Uranus-Neptune sextile, we have a lot of Gemini energy in the mix. And this is helping you to really open up and get clear telepathically. And so for those that are in separation, I know this isn't everyone, so this is a reading for everyone, but those that are in separation, you know, really opening up that telepathic higher connection with your higher self and their higher self is crucial for in-person communication if you're needing it to open up. And that could be in union too, just needing them to open up on a deeper level. So we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And this is important for all aspects of our life. And you're being guided to kind of let go of different patterns. I've found through seeing many twin flames that sometimes when you guys are really stuck on, I say stuck on keyword, that something should go a certain way on purpose. The universe makes sure that it doesn't, because you're here to do ego work. You're literally here to work on your ego, right? So if you got everything your way, we're boosting the ego. Enlightenment is about breaking through or breaking past the ego and working on ego patterns. So sometimes we don't like that. And so sometimes this can be very triggering of old energies, but also triggering of the ego. You might have been through a lot on an ego level lately. You deserve love. You are lovable. This is about getting rid of all the programs and things that you've been telling yourself that you were not good enough, worthy of, ready for this, right? Like you are so lovable and also able to love just as is. And a lot of you guys understand that. Divine feminine by how you see your twin flame in that unconditional way. You have no problem loving them unconditional, right? So it's also about also reflecting that inward so that you can love yourself and see yourself on that divine level. Yes, we want to be working on ourselves and continuing as a work in progress, but also letting go of any negative beliefs or attachments that have you, I don't want to say sabotaging yourself or your connections and things like that too. So just be mindful with the twin flame journey. You have to face yourself. And that's why oftentimes we do spend a lot of alone time on the twin flame journey, to face yourself. And this is awakening energy, but also to work on ourselves and to purge out and release negative beliefs. especially any that are sabotaging ourselves or our love life. So we have the Seven of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards. I'm always putting, I remember having a conversation about this card. Like, okay, you are being presented with many cups. These could be timelines, options, opportunities, but we're going to focus today on manifestation energy. It's all the thoughts in your head. It's all your manifestation ideas. Now, some of these cups, let's just say most of them are great, but some aren't that great, okay? And so this is like having options and things kind of open up with it. And this is like multiple possibilities. This is like daydreaming and really focusing on your manifestations. And I love this because it's the dreams. It's bringing the dreams into reality. And we're in such a dreaming energy with the manifesting energy. So just know that we have all of this beautiful manifestation energy and, you know, focusing on positive pathways and positive timelines with your twin flame experience. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is like, there is a block here with how you're giving and receiving energy. And this could go for, a lot of times this is with twin flames in union too, where you might be putting a lot of time into the connection and neglecting yourself or your personal life. Or we see this in relationships. Some of you guys come into a connection and completely stop doing things you love or enjoy or hobbies, or you begin to change yourself and your lifestyle. You don't want to get sucked into this vortex so you're like unrecognizable or it becomes healthy. This is why I think a lot of the twin flame teachings are beautiful and can help us to have obviously healthier connection when used on the higher, okay? So there might be some type of block here. This could be codependency. You're used to overgiving, overcompensating, doing everything, and you may find, I don't want to say it, in past relationships, you didn't get a lot back, or you attracted unhealthy dynamics or partners, and you're being guided to balance your energy, but also to balance your connection. Because we have the Ten of Pentacles with this. A lot of you guys are going to get big chunks of money. This could be for many reasons. It could literally be investments. It could be inheritance, like legal. It could be all sorts of things. So many of you guys are creating a lot of soul aligned wealth through doing what you love and, you know, missions, projects, businesses, you know, could just be doing better at the jobs you already have, like, right? And bringing this into your life on many different levels. But this is like money coming through, but it's also my beautiful, like, it is a good card for union, like happy union coming out of this, and you and your twin flame doing a lot, like of manifesting, creating abundance, and bringing that into your situation. So if you've been struggling and you're healing a lot of patterns on that level, just kind of know that part of that is the clearing work so that you can tap into and create and manifest more. Some of you guys with this reading, Divine Feminines, you've been clearing major manifesting blocks, learning how to manifest, maybe even getting hard lessons with your manifesting right now, and so that you could do better with it. So you're unlocking things, you're activating things so that you can really, really manifest. And I mean within this union with your twin flame, with this message, with this last message, those in union are like noticing that you guys are fire together. Literally, you're magic together. You're unstoppable. You're opening up things, and you're going to see that on the Divine Feminine side, that even, sorry, I'm like stiffing. Doesn't matter if you're with this person or not with this person, that you're going to see that you're opening up and activating so much with this person, and that you're up leveling your life through doing this work. So just know that this is like bringing positive rewards. You're seeing it with the manifesting. Okay, let's do a reading for the Divine Masculine side of things. I wanted to get on here at least and say hey, right? Okay, Divine Masculine Collective. Divine Feminine, if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine, but what's going on with the masculine? Our story is not even close to being finished. Many of you guys in separation are in an open contract and don't realize it, and it always feels like, well, that was it. It's not. In union, you're not even close to being done with this person, and it's the way your story was written. We wrote a lot of our life plan from the other side, a lot of it. It leaves a lot of room for the manifesting and what we're going to create, but some things that you're playing out, narrative scripts, things like that, okay? So you're not even done with this person. Okay, I need, in this lifetime, I need to do some soul searching on my own. This person might be needing a little bit of solitude lately, or spending more time. Divine Masculine, needing nature, time to reflect, and alone time. This will help with the connection and giving it room to breathe too, and helping you align your energy. So this is someone that's doing some soul searching. They've been doing major awakening through this connection in a big way, and thinking about other areas of their life. We have Love Blooms. A romantic blossom, romance blossoms into full-blown feelings. And so we have, this is unfolding in a beautiful way. with a lot of possibilities and a lot of romance. You might find that. You might have a very strong connection with this person. Some of this is rooted in past lifetimes and how it's unfolded. Like the masculine is opening up. I love it. It's my blossoming and blooming card. It's really opening up. And when I think of that, I think of the chakras opening too, and really, really expressing that love more and more. We have an enduring bond. Put your family first and spend time together. So, you know, the divine feminine, you may or may not see this, your main priority to this masculine. They might show it. They might show up for you a lot. They might always be there. They might be trying to support you and what you need, you know, energetically. This could be on many levels. They're there for you. If some of you guys are in separation on the higher, they are always around you. They're helping you, and they're part of your spiritual team as well too. They're always helping you. So we have enchanted whisper. Listen to your heart and take a chance in love. And this is like wonder, dreams, and promise. So make sure that you're really following this connection. It's so, so important in your spiritual development and spiritual path. And some of you guys are having to, I call it my roll the dice card. You're having to take a chance with this connection. And I know it's risky for you. You could be hurt. All the beliefs that you're facing, divine masculine, you could be hurt. It might not work out. And all the insecurity that you may still hold on to. This has triggered a lot of it too. Give your relationship a chance. Time to work on this connection. We've had a lot of that. And maybe some of your main lessons are centered around this connection, divine masculine. Make sure you're loving yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Make sure that you're working on yourself too, in your own spiritual path, your energy, and even your personal development. Okay, let your creativity flow. And I love this because it's divine feminine on the card. A lot of you guys are being inspired by this person. Okay, you're a sensitive soul that is going through a spiritual awakening, and you know that. You're getting more sensitive. Maybe you're feeling heightened energies because of this connection. You're feeling your divine feminine's energies. You're picking up on things telepathically. You're tuning in more, okay? You have a lot of angels around this connection as well, too. Angels obviously love higher frequency energies, love, right, and beautiful things. This is why it's important. You want to hold a higher frequency within yourself and within your home so that the angels can visit more and things like that. They're more attracted to those higher levels and frequencies. So you have a lot of angels guiding you around this connection. But we have this energy, and we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is, you've been stressed out over this connection. Maybe on the down low, you've been having, this could even be for some, if you're not awakened, dark night of the soul, separation, dark night of the soul. Really having to let go of a lot of your own self, face your own self, and let go of negative patterns, traits, relationship things that you're working through. But you're past that, okay? This is in reverse. There's still a block there, and it's just overthinking in the blocks, and it could represent in many different ways. It can literally be like, I say, it's my up at night card, like overthinking up at night. You've been through a lot because of this connection. This connection has stirred you to your soul. And I always talk about how twin flames can go through like a lot, soul shock, lots of layers come up, lots of clearing. And maybe your twin flame feminine knows that, or maybe they don't know that you've been going through. I have to like reality check a lot of people and be like, your twin flame's going through what you're going through emotionally. So we have this Three of Swords in reverse, and this is just pain from the past generally. And it can be many different things, but there's a block here. There's some type of heartbreak you've already been through that makes you hesitant or not fully open, or maybe even just having some old blocks in your heart chakra, and you may or may not know that you're working through old wounds, okay? Sometimes this is third party, but generally not. But it's the karmic wounds of your past. It's what's happened with you already that is still blocking you currently. You're being guided to really work through this reading on your heart chakra and opening your heart, okay, specifically. Because we have this Four of Pentacles, and believe it or not, there's several twin flame cards. This is one of my twin flame cards that maybe you've been questioning the connection or you're not sure. This is your person. This is a twin flame connection. If you guys are not sure, get a reading with me. We'll go into that. We can dive into the types of connections in your life. But this is like, some of you guys are really holding on to the past. This is like holding on to people, situations. For some, it's items. And it's like, a lot of times it's like the material or old connections or karmics in your life. But for some, it's just what you've been through, haven't fully healed from it, and you have more to heal. And so you're holding on to things from your past, and this could be stuff from your past coming up and not allowing it to weigh you down or drag you down or control you anymore. So for some, this could be you've been through controlling situations from your past, or you just haven't healed fully enough, and so it's controlling you mentally still and needing to heal certain things. So we have like third eye, mental with the masculine right now, and also the heart chakra. This is letting go of situations that are no longer serving you, and usually you have. It's healing them fully within yourself so that you can really open up your heart to this connection and move it forward. Like we talked about, a lot of positive movement coming, but it's up to you guys to get there, right? You got to lean into these energies and use them. They're not just going to do it for you. You got to learn how to work with the energies. So working with these energies to accelerate whatever's kind of going on for you. For you, you're letting go of some type of past heartbreak or things that you've been through. All right, have a beautiful day. I'm around if you guys need me. Make sure you're checking out the sessions on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. Lots of beautiful twin flame healings and readings if you need them. Have a beautiful day.